excited to meet reporters from other papers, see how they're reacting to the recent changes in the newspaper industry, multimedia, etc., etc. I'm also excited to meet some guys that work at bigger market papers and cover bigger market sports. See how they handle professional sports.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited to see the different stories and the different types of journalism the other reporters have done from across the state. I think it'll be fun to see the diverse stories because we cover sort of a rural area, and while we won for a murder, which is something that's pretty rare in this area, it'll be fun to see what they're doing and how they're covering stories and how they're incorporating multimedia and different.
I'm very excited and kind of nervous because I never thought a year ago that I would be accepting an AP award with my colleagues for a story that we did, and I think when this occurred and we were writing it, we never thought, you're just doing your job, but it's nice to sort of get rewarded for our talents and for our hard work.
It's very unique. Vasili's a very unique photographer, and everyone asks how he gets the photos, so we decided to show everyone, and I was the video camera behind it.
The story about the Glatz murders was probably one of the most difficult stories I've ever had to cover, write about. Very emotional, and just something you never thought you would probably see in your first year of reporting. It was very gripping, and I think we all kind of felt the same way, and we were each other's support system during that time, because you had to take on the professional character, but on the inside you could feel how saddened you were by what had happened to these people, even though you probably had never met them before, never knew who they were.
I didn't quite realize how dramatic it was at the moment, because you're just sort of trying to figure out what's going on, and then obviously as the day unfolded we realized what had happened. It ended with like a press conference at 9 o'clock that night, so it was a huge story, and you're kind of wrapped up in the adrenaline of everything. And
the best way to find an award-winning piece is not necessarily even the reporter that does it. It's the story itself, a unique story that hasn't been told before.
I think you need sort of the whole package. You need the story, you need the photos, you need all the different ways to cover it, and then it's the craft too. It's the way of making it more than just what happened. It's the way you tell it to really get the readers engaged. And
I think an award-winning piece is something you never expect to be an award-winning piece, or you never think about. I think when you go to write something, that's not the first thing on your mind. It's how do I showcase this, or how do I make it so that the reader will want to read it and read it the whole way through.